Hello friends, once again welcome to my watercolor blog Nayan's Watercolor. So today's topic I will going to paint an African elephant in the grassland of the savannah. So let's start today's topic step by step. First I will paint the blue sky in Persian blue in light mode with my flat around 10 brushes, and then I will paint this mountain. This mountain cliff is actually at the top of it is some snow part is there, so I am painting this darker tone of the rocky areas of the mountain with the brown tamba and the Persian blue and a little bit of ivory black to show the edges of the snow falling on the rock of the mountain at the top. And the mountain actually situated in the continent of the Africa, and it is the Mount Kilimanjaro. So I will paint, give an effect of a distant part to it, and a little bit of hazy one. And now these are the rocky part which I'm going to paint in Brantamba and the cobalt blue and the ivory black, and then I will mix them with the water, and some portion I am also using sap green a little bit with the brown sienna. And now I am painting the edges and darkening it too. And this is the lower portion of the mountain, and I am just mixing them well with the water to give the effect of a rocks. And this is again I am painting the edges of the mountain with the sky in some darker mode with the cobalt blue. And now this is almost complete, this mountain part, and this is the sap green which I'm using to give some foliage effect at the distant part little bit. And this is the far distant jungles in the grassland of the savannah. I am painting with sap green and the lemon yellow. And now the elephant which I'm going to paint step by step, you can follow it. And this is the wrinkles which I am going to paint. And one thing I would like to say that the light is falling from the left hand side of the elephant, so left hand side will be lighter in color and the right hand side will be darker in color. So this left portion I will paint in yellow ochre, lemon yellow, all this mix, and a little bit of brown sienna. Whereas in the right hand portion I am painting this elephant with the cobalt blue, brown sienna and the ivory black mixed. As you see the back, I am painting it in much darker than in the front. And basically these elephants are bushy elephants of the African continent, and they have a greyish tone on their skin. Whereas the forest elephant, which is also found in the continent of the Africa, they have a dark tone and a black tone rather on their skin, and they are very much shorter in height in comparison to these grey bushy elephant. And this bushy elephant actually nearly they have a height of around 13 to 14 feet, whereas the male has a much higher height in comparison to the female. And they had a large ear which helps them to radiate their body heat, because they usually live in this tropical region of the African continent, and they moves in herds, which is the specialty of these types of elephants. And they moves around from one corner of the continent to another. So in this way they move across nearly 30 to 20 countries in the continent of the Africa. And now I am doing the skin wrinkles, which is seen in the ear portion, and I am painting it in ivory black and the bronze sienna. And this is the eyes, and the wrinkles is all over the elephant's body, but much more wrinkles you can see in this picture in its trunk and its ear. And also on the body part I am also using this black and brown sienna color to bring out the contrast. And this is the trunk portion. This trunk portion is most important portion of these mammals, and these are the largest mammals which is the living in the land, and they nearly weight around 12,000 to 15,000 kilograms. And this trunk, they use it mainly for the catching prey, rather food from the branches high up in the tree. And this trunk is also they used during their bath, and they also make a noise through this trunk, and they also eat food through this trunk. And these trunks helps them also to break the branches of the tree whenever required. In their way, they found many obstacles like large bushes and the trees, so they use their trunks to move forward. And this is the ear, and this is the trunk. I'm using these number one brushes to bring out the wrinkles on its trunk all over and the ear portion also. And now I'm doing its wrinkles on the legs. And on the left hand side the ears, that merely the light falls on it, and so I have to be very careful while using this dark one so that it doesn't get sprayed over there. And I have to do it in dry mode. See the fine lines I am drawing very carefully all over its trunk and ears and its legs too. Now the elephant body is almost complete, and now I am painting the grassland. The lemon yellow in the far, and then in the middle I am using the sap green, and in the front I am using the sap green with a mixed of cobalt and ivory black bit. And this is the tree in the distant part, and I am using the sap green only light mode to give some tone. And this is a tree trunk in the burnt umber and the ivory blacks. And now I will paint the grassland in my number one brushes and with the fan brushes. And this is the lighter tone of the brushes on the far distant. And these are the grasses which I am giving the effects over there. I will be using my number one brushes. It is a much more thinner brushes to give the effects of a long grassland of the savanna. And I am using the sap green and the Persian blue, ivory black and the burnt sienna. In combination of these colors I am bringing out the grasses over there. So beneath the elephant's leg I am painting it a little bit of dark because the shadow is falling over there and no such light is passing, so it will be much more darker. also all over the grassland. I will be painting in this darker and lighter mode wherever required. Now the grassland is almost completed. And now I will paint the trunks of the elephant. These types of race elephant means pussy elephants. They have a trunk which is round in nature and which is protruded outside. Whereas the forest elephant they have a conical type of trunk which is also protruded outside. But these have got a round of nature in the trunk. And these are very much costly, and the poachers often kill them to get of these trunks. And nowadays the government and forest authorities are also being very careful so that the poachers cannot get away with these trunks, and also not to kill these animals also. So almost I had completed my pictures. I am writing my name at the right hand side bottom. So if you like my blogs of these paintings, you may like, subscribe and comment. And till then, bye and stay tuned for my next vlog.